What is Linnaeus Systema Naturae? Have you ever wondered how scientists categorize the vast array of living things around us? The answer lies in a remarkable work called Systema Naturae, created by the Swedish naturalist Carolus Linnaeus. First published in 1735, this book was one of the earliest attempts to classify and organize all known living organisms and natural objects. Linnaeus divided the natural world into three main kingdoms: animals, plants, and minerals. This division reflected the scientific understanding of the time and was written in Latin, which was the scholarly language of Europe during the 18th century. In Systema Naturae, Linnaeus introduced a hierarchical classification system. This system grouped organisms into increasingly specific categories, making it easier for scientists to study and understand biodiversity. The main levels he used were kingdom, class, order, genus, and species. For instance, animals were divided into classes such as mammals, birds, and insects. This structured approach allowed for a clearer understanding of how different organisms relate to one another. One of Linnaeus's most notable contributions was the introduction of binomial nomenclature. This is a system of naming species using two Latin words, the genus name followed by the species name. This standardized method provided a universal way to name and refer to species, which was a significant improvement over the inconsistent naming conventions that existed before. Linnaeus classified plants based on their reproductive organs, specifically the number and arrangement of stamens and pistils. He called this method the sexual system. While this approach was practical and widely adopted, Linnaeus himself thought it was somewhat artificial. He believed that the natural world reflected the order imposed by a divine creator rather than purely biological relationships. The Systema Naturae also mirrored the European intellectual context of the 18th century. At that time, science was closely linked with religious views. Linnaeus saw his work as uncovering the order that God imposed on nature. His classification of humans alongside other primates was notable, but his division of humans into varieties based on skin color and temperament contributed to early scientific racial categorizations, which have since been discredited. Over the years, Systema Naturae was expanded and revised in multiple editions, becoming more detailed and complex. It laid the foundation for modern taxonomy and influenced the development of biology as a scientific discipline in Europe and beyond. Today, Linnaeus's system remains the basis for classifying living organisms, although it has been modified to include evolutionary relationships and molecular data that were unknown in Linnaeus's time. So, the next time you think about how we categorize the natural world, remember Carolus Linnaeus and his Systema Naturae, a foundational work in European scientific history that changed how we understand life on Earth.